Hey, I'm Miriam J, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. 𝐤𝐨𝐬 go hard. Rise and star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask 𝐵 Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
Y'all heard the intro. You can ask 𝐵 Jones or head coach. Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You Got Next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. Real people, real stories, real conversation, amazing human beings doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bless y'all with the epitome of classy. I know you've been out there wondering, like, what does classy look like? Well, look no further. We got social media sensation Miriam J in the building. How you doing, Miriam?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my goodness. I could just probably sit here for another 30, 40 minutes and just look at you. You're beautiful. Hey, you got the complete package. I cannot wait to hear about your story coming up out of Orlando. And how were you able to get to 1 million TikTok followers? But before we do that, allow me to introduce myself. I am your host, the mouth of the South, 𝐵 Jones, the Louisiana, Mr. Yeet himself. I'm rocking alongside with my colleague, my co-host, my brother from another mother, the head coach, 𝐥𝐸𝐤𝐞. Are you ready for this, man?
𝐵 Jones, I just feel classy for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm ready to do this, man.
Hey, I feel a little bougie too myself, Cam. Hey, listen, if y'all are rocking with us for the first time, whether you came to check out Miriam's story, whether you just came to see what we had going on, we want to thank you so much for being a part of the show and checking out our content. It means a lot. None of this happens by accident, ladies and gentlemen. It takes time, it takes energy, and it takes money to put it on. And guess what? We just need for you to do us a small favor. Won't cost you $1. Guess what? YouTube will pay for it. But we need you to smash that subscribe button. Kevin out on a journey to get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers, and we need you to help us out on this journey. So on the count of 3, Orlando, Miriam J fans, everybody out there underneath the sound of my voice, we are going to smash that subscribe button. Are you ready, Miriam?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Boom! Now listen, if you're thinking, man, I'm just doing it to show them, throw them a bone, we appreciate that too. But guess what? We got all kind of content, amazing stories lined up waiting for you to check out. We got over 100 live shows that we've recorded. We got almost 100 You Got Next stories. So you just just sit down, sit back, go do your workout, go run, whatever, and check us out. I promise you're gonna have a good time. But guess what? You didn't come here today to talk about what we did in the past. You came here to find out what's popping, what's cracking, and which side of the plate should you put your fork. That's what you're going to come here to find out today, because we're going to drop you off with some classy facts. But before, Miriam, I know you beat. You slaying right now. But before we give you the mic, we got to take you through the Sports Life Talk initiation. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go, KT.
All right, to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
My top 5 is Ariana Grande, Beyonce, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Drake.
𝐵 Jones, that was a little too easy the way she just
not only was it too easy, but it's like I can see those being like, honestly, she kind of a mixture of all of that put together. Like if somebody said, tell us about Miriam, I would say, she got a little Ariana sass, she got a little Cardi B with the long nails and the makeup. She got Beyonce flavor. I dug it. I love the top 5. I love it. It was all you, Miriam.
And that's the first Ariana Grande too, right?
Yes, I love her.
Has somebody else said that before? Probably.
Yeah,
yes.
one of the youngsters.
One of the youngsters. Yeah, you're right.
One of the basketball girls.
All right, so now give us your favorite sports teams.
My favorite sports team, I would say Dallas Cowboys. I know I'll probably get a lot of backlash.
No,
Are
you
you
won't.
serious?
No, you won't. You would not get any backlash. And if they do, tell them KT got your back, because I am also a Cowboys fan. So as soon as this is over, we're going to whoop the Patriots. You know what?
Oh my
Exactly.
goodness! Did he pay you to say that before we got on there, Miriam?
Maybe. I'm just kidding.
Hey, B. Jones, whatever we got to do, man. Whatever we got to do. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
My favorite superhero, I would say Wonder Woman. I feel like she's like just the epitome of just like womanhood, like the strong, like just strong womanhood. I don't know. She's gorgeous, beautiful, and she just like, you know, carries herself with such poise. So I love her.
All right, Miss Diana Prince. Every good superhero needs their own theme music. What would your theme song be?
My theme song, oh my gosh. My theme song would probably be Glamorous by Fergie.
Glamorous.
I don't know, like that song just always puts me in the vibes, you know?
What? I wonder what she's up to right now. She hasn't did anything in a while. Yeah.
Ever since that national anthem.
Man, that national.
No, wait, excuse me. No wonder she hasn't done anything in a while. It's because of that. All right, B. Jones, I think it's safe to say that Miss Miriam J is in the family. So take it away, brother.
All right, Miriam. Now, Kevin is super big on superheroes, and he's brainwashed me a little bit. I personally know that every superhero has kind of that backstory, something that happens that creates them into who they are. And you, just like any other good superhero, you had some tough times growing up. You got a little bit of a story. So tell us a little bit of what it was like growing up in Orlando, Florida.
Well, I actually grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area.
Okay.
And growing up, honestly, like, you know, I grew up in a regular family. I was bullied a little in school. Like, I grew up, I had super bad acne. So, like, people would call me ugly. They would call me butterface. They would call me, you know, proactive, pizza face, whatever, you know. And that made me, like, so insecure growing up. I started wearing makeup at such an early age. Just because, like, people would just call me ugly. And I just, like, thought, oh, I had to wear makeup to be pretty. But over time, I realized, like, rather than using makeup to, like, cover up, you know, your face, I just, like, more so, like, transition into just, like, using it to enhance my beauty rather than just covering. Yeah, but that's honestly, like, how, like, I kind of started a super insecure teenager because some kids were mean to me. You know, kids are so mean, right?
Hey, all of y'all who grown now, y'all was kids, y'all are looking like fools. Hey, cause
the glow up is real.
Why couldn't I have been in that middle school? Because I would have been fighting every day for Miriam J. They would have been like, what's wrong with that boy? He mad all the time. He walk. They stupid.
You know what's crazy is, like, the boy who bullied me the worst in middle school actually asked me to prom in high school. He completely forgot what he did to me. I was like,
what did you say?
Oh, I said no. I was like, no. I didn't remind him of what, you know, he did, because, you know, I was just like, you're a bird.
Because you're the epitome of class. You ain't had time to go back. I ain't got time.
No.
Can't waste time.
That should have been the one time where you should have got him back. And I remember all the time that you did this to me in middle school. So no, and you should just snapped and walked off. That was your time.
You're absolutely right.
Back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me.
Right?
All right, so but not only you were bullied, you came through that. We already know how that story turned out. You know what I mean? But tell us about growing up with no support system. How, you know, because I'm gonna tell you something. When me and Kev first told everybody, hey, we want to blow up and tell people stories. People looked at us like, huh? And you know what's crazy? The people who support us aren't our family and friends. They'll watch a few shows and stuff, but ultimately people who don't even know us are the ones that be like, man, y'all dope. Keep doing what you're doing. So tell us about how it was with you having no support system and then still coming up and making it to where you are.
Yeah, no, honestly, I hear that. That's my experience too. Like, my biggest supporters are strangers, honestly. But no, growing up, like, I didn't really have much of a support system. Like, Like I grew up in a family where like they were more traditional. They were like, oh, you have to be a doctor. Like that's like what you have to do. Right. So obviously, like when you tell a kid that their whole life, like you only grow up knowing what you're told. Like, you know, I guess you could consider that a form of brainwashing. So I grew up saying, okay, I have to be a doctor. I have to be a doctor. So I actually did go to like the University of South Florida, and I did study biology and physics. And I was in the pre-med program. And then I started studying for MCAT, and then I realized it's not really what I wanted to do. So I kind of just switched fields, and I started like posting on social media, and I didn't really have much support from my family. They didn't really understand. They were like, what do you mean? No, go back to school. That's like the only thing that you could do in this world. You're not going to be successful online. But even like, honestly, even like the growth that I have now, I have 1 million TikTok followers, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well for where I'm at. Even pretty then, well. You know, we can always do better.
I guess.
Even then, like I still don't have like much support from like my family. So because it's really, they don't understand, but I also don't want to take the time to understand. They think it's like a hobby. They don't think it's sustainable. So, you know, that's just what I'm going through right now with that.
Well, your family, look, no disrespect, but y'all probably need to go to her IG page because she's the brand ambassador for some major brands. Like, I'm talking like these are real deal companies, and this ain't like somebody around the corner Pookie and them saying, hey, Miriam, can you use your plan? No, these are folks who paying bread, who got some stuff going on here. So, but let me get this right. So you super smart because you over there studying for them cats. You're gorgeous. What am I missing? What am I missing here, Kevin? I don't know.
I think you pretty much covered everything, but I just don't know.
Are you mean? Are you mean, Miriam? It's got to be something. Are you mean? Do you like me talking bad to folks? Like, get my water. I asked you twice. You know?
No, I'm actually not. It's funny. A lot of people no lie. People will meet me at first and be like, I don't know about her. Like, she seems like she's stuck up. She seems like she's like, she thinks she's like on top of the world. And when they really get to know me, they're like, no, you're honestly like the sweetest person I've ever met. You just got to like give me like a week.
Now I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to take the last 4. I got 4 minutes left of my time, Miriam. What I want to become a student. There's a lot of people out there during the pandemic that said, hey, we want to start a show. We want to start a social media presence. You've kind of built the blueprint. You're showing us how it needs to be done. So what advice, what tips, what tricks, what would you tell somebody who's sitting right now watching Miriam, how you grew, and what advice would you give them to get launched up in their channel?
Honestly, I would say to just be consistent. Like, consistency is key with anything. And like, if you're going to start, don't stop. If you're going to start and you have it in the back of your mind that you might stop, just don't start. Right. That's how I feel. Like, if you're going to do it, don't stop. Like, what you put in, you'll receive. If you put in a lot of hard work, you'll get like, you'll reap those benefits, or you'll, whatever. Also, as far as like social media, like my biggest thing is like good lighting. Like, you don't need a fancy camera. You don't need a fancy phone. Like, honestly, if you have good lighting, your videos could do well. Like, I've seen people do like the same videos, same exact format, but one had better lighting than the other, and the one with better lighting will always, because quality over, it's quality. And stay on top of trends. Like, you have to like move with the times. Don't like stay stuck in your ways. And also niche down. Like, when you have a platform, like, don't be all over the place. Like, niche down. Like me, I'm more so like comedy, fashion, like girly vibes. Like if I was like, doing DIYs here, and then like just stay in one lane, and like people will like kind of relate to you, and they'll follow you because they know that they can collectively come to your page for something specific that they may be looking for, whether it be entertainment through, whatever they're looking for, honestly. But that's my advice.
Well, you stole my last question because I've been bragging on you this whole show. I'm going to brag on you when I get off. I'm going to brag on you to everybody I know. Like, dog, we had Miriam on the show. I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know what your podcast doing, but we had Miriam J. So, but looking at you, you would think that your content is all about glamour, right? You would think it's, hey, how to do makeup. You would think it's, let's do these hauls and take out clothes and nails and all, but it's not. It is absolutely hilarious. I think I'm probably about 200 viral videos into watching it, and it gets funnier. You talk about relationships and just all kind of stuff, and the way you put these voiceovers on it, oh my God, it is. I mean, it's nonstop laughter. Where does this creativity come from?
Honestly, I feel like I've always been like this. Like my sister used to tell everybody, my sister's the funniest person in the world. Like you guys don't understand. But then like people meet me and they'll be like, "What do you mean?" Like but that's because like I'd be like, kind of just like, low key around them. I'd just be like super serious. And then my sister was like, "You need to show your comedy like to the world. Like you need to like show your personality to the world. Like you're so freaking funny." And then I just was like, you know what? Let me do it. Let me just like be stupid online. Let me do what I do in private online. And like people related. Like that's such a breath of fresh air when like you're being yourself, and like the response you get is people like they're like, "Oh my gosh, me too. Oh my gosh, I can relate."
Right.
Yes. Like that's such a good feeling. Like then you don't feel weird. You're like, oh, okay, it's not just me. But yeah, I'm big on being able to like be relatable, like if that makes sense. So yeah,
I'm gonna hand it over to you, Kev, but she's showing more than a personality. Go to the epitome of classy and enjoy everything she has to offer. This young lady is the real deal, the true, fine, fabulous, fantastic, whatever words you want to use. Hey, woo!
You are something else. All right, so if I wanted to,
I told my wife not to watch this episode.
Probably best. All right, if I wanted to tell someone about you and I sent them to your IG page, what is that one post that they should go to really see like who you really are?
The one post. Dang, that's a hard one. I think that they should go to the post. I kind of labeled it as being the petty sister. If that makes sense, which is when I was like kind of like laying in my like casket, if you will. And my sister, I was playing my sister, she was standing over me crying, and I like opened my eyes and I was like, "Are those my earrings?" And I was like, "Give them back. Like I'm petty till the day I die." But I thought that was funny, but it was like in a like, super funny way. I know it's like dark humor, but yeah.
Yeah, we need that sometimes. We can't be serious all the time,
Right.
All right, so you could collab with any artist or celebrity to come up with some like content. Who would it be and why?
Oh my gosh. There's so many like people that I would collab with. Let me think. I would collab with Flossy Baby. So she's like a super big TikToker. She's a Black TikToker. Honestly, I really look up to her. She's freaking hilarious. I would love to do a video with her one day. You should look her up. I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but Flossy Baby.
So we gotta do homework, B. Jones. We got to go check her out.
Yeah, we're gonna check out.
All right. So what is something that you've learned from being a content creator that you can use, when you're not, or in real life? If you know what I'm saying.
Things aren't what they seem. Like, because I would look at other content creators and think like, oh my gosh, they have this wonderful life. They get to work from home. Everything's easy. This is not easy. Like, it's not easy at all. Like you have to discipline yourself. Like you have to wake up. You have to get yourself to wake up. Mind you, there's no job that you're going to get fired from. Like, there's no manager that's above you. Like you have to be your own manager. You have to get yourself up. You have to think of your own content. Like you just have to find that drive from within to like, just keep creating content. And also another difficult thing about, being in this like field is like, when you do get in that work mode, it's really hard to turn it off. Like you could like be working when you're out with family, you have to try to enjoy the moment, but you're like in your emails or you're like going through comments, and like you have to learn to turn it off because it also like can consume you. And yeah, you could also lose passion for it because you don't cut it off. Like you have to really set boundaries with, the field as well. So that's what I've learned from it. And yeah, I feel like I didn't answer your question.
You did wonderful.
You were great. All right. So,
Okay.
yes. Yeah. Speaking of family, so how do you balance family in your career?
I'm still learning, honestly. Like, my main issue is that I'm not a morning person. So, like, I'm trying so hard to, like, wake up in the morning, work, do, like, a 9 to 5 type thing at home, and then, like, after 5, go see my family. But so far, I've been trying my best to, like, not work on the weekends. Obviously, I made an exception for you guys.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We did not know that.
But right after this, I am going to go see my grandma and my sister. So, yeah, that's how I'm balancing it.
Well, B. Jones, we're going to have to wrap this up, man. We don't want to, interrupt our time with our family. So this is the last question I'm going to ask you before we go to our championship round.
Everybody want to know.
All right. So I got to get in your business, MJ. All right.
Okay.
So you've seen the movie Love and Basketball, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. We're going to pretend that you're Monica Wright. Do you have a Quentin McCall in your life?
I do.
Okay. So
I do.
Okay. So does he have a name, or are we going to leave that just on the low?
We're gonna leave that. He's more private. Like, he doesn't really want to be, like, online. So that's why I'm sure a lot of people look at my page and they're like, she looks single, but it's like to respect his wishes, because he just doesn't want, and he doesn't want anything to do with this world.
So Aaron Gordon just chose not to.
Yes.
You know who Aaron Gordon is?
No.
He's a famous NBAer. He used to live in Orlando.
Yeah, he's in Denver now.
He moved to Denver.
Oh,
Yes.
Wow. Is he, like, private?
Well,
Nah. I was just throwing an NBA name.
Well, we know it's not Aaron Gordon, so we don't have to worry about that, B. Jones. All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's get into our championship rounds.
All right, Miriam J. MJ, welcome to the championship rounds. This is a part of the show where you get to call the shots. Where Kevin and I, we turn on each other and we become competitors. All right. Have you ever played the game called Would You Rather?
Yes.
All right. So the rules are very simple. Both hosts will present to you an option. You select one of those options. That host will gain a point. The first host to get 2 points, or the best out of 3 will win this episode's game of championship rounds. And Miriam, MJ, I got to be honest with you. Kevin has found a way to dominate this portion of the show, so I'm gonna need you to show me some love, all right? If it's possible.
Okay.
You once again, you look beautiful. Hey, I'm the one that reached out to you, Miriam, just to make that.
She's a Cowboys fan, so we got that connection. So it's gonna be hard to break that, man.
You're right. Y'all got the Cowboys
Listen,
connection.
I gotta be fair, guys. I gotta be fair.
All right, so here we go. Kevin is the defending champion. He's won 53 games to my 43. No, excuse me, my 44. So I'm 9 games behind. But it's a long climb, and I can use this one to help me to make me feel better. All right, here we go, Kev. You the champ. So you the defending champ.
Stop begging. All right. Would you rather host your own sketch comedy series with up-and-coming comedians and actors, or
be in several movies in which you're known for stealing the scenes that you are in?
Oh. I'd rather be in the movies.
Say that again.
You heard what she said. You won the point. Move on to round 2.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. It's something statistically proven about winning round 1 gives you a better chance of winning the whole game. So I'm feeling pretty good going into round 2.
Let's go.
All right, round number 2. Would you rather get to write your own movie that you get to star in with Shonda Rhimes producing it, or
become the new host of The Tonight Show?
I'm gonna go with the movie.
With Shonda Rhimes?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't say anything about the movie, so it's yours. Come on, B. God.
We're getting close. I think you know what? It's my game. It's my game.
Yes,
I just won. I won 1 and 2.
Won it, sir. Yes,
you know what? Just calm down, brother.
No, you hurry up.
This ain't a marathon.
She got to go somewhere. She got somewhere to be.
Let's just simmer in this. Let's just marinate in this moment, SLT Nation. Let's just enjoy this. All right. Round number 3. Would you rather present an award at the Grammys with your girl Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, or
make a best of both worlds comedy album with Tiffany Haddish?
Ooh, I'm gonna do the comedy.
Oh, thank you. I just don't want to get swept. I appreciate you picking something I put out there. Thank you.
But you gonna get to kick it with Nicki. with
Roman.
You get to kick it with, what is it? Roman? What's up?
Roman's Revenge.
Roman's Revenge.
Yeah, you get to kick it with Roman and Cardi and they babies now.
B. Jones, you won the show.
I wanted the sweep, man, because you swept me last show. I wanted that sweep to come back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kev, I'm back. It's 45 to 54. Wait, for 45. We'll figure out the count later. But all I know is I'm coming for your neck. That's all that matters. All right. So the epitome of classy, Miriam J. You got a bright future coming ahead of us. The name of the show is You Got Next. So tell us, what does the future hold for you?
What does the future hold? Well, I would like for it to hold me starring in, like, I don't know, something on TV, honestly. But so far, what is holding, like, what's set in stone is just more brand deals, more content, you know. Just
have you ever thought about being on one of those specials like Netflix got the little Blind Love and Love is Blind and some of those? Have you ever thought about being in those types of shows?
I actually have. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, oh, that sounds like something might be in the works.
Maybe.
All right. Hey, well, you know what? I tell you what, alumni of You Got Next have done very well post-show. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say is they went on to do some things that have made Kevin and I very proud.
Oh.
All right. So besides Instagram, where can people find you?
You guys can also find me on TikTok at Epitome of Classy and YouTube at Miriam J.
And do you have any shout outs that you want to give?
Shout outs? Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to shout out my best friend, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤. I think her Instagram handle is and my sister, her Instagram handle is Princess Mariel, I think. Oh my gosh, I should have known you guys were gonna ask me this. I would have had their handles ready. But other than that, yeah, that's it.
Hey, say your best friends again. It broke up on my end. Your best friend,
I'm
Jazzy.
sorry.
What's up?
Her Instagram handle is 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿.
𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿. All right, I just wanted to make sure the people heard it because I didn't hear it, so I didn't know if something crazy had happened.
All right, MJ. So we're family now. You came on here, you rock with us, but we need a favor from you. Okay. We need for you to help us find our next guest on our You Got Next series. So, okay. MJ, who are you recommending?
Okay, so 𝐸MZ sings. I freaking love her. She is so funny. Oh, she's on TikTok. 𝐸MZ sings, and I think sings has a Z in it. But she's freaking hilarious. I think you guys should check her out. But yeah, I think you should hit her up.
We got two. We got Jazzy, and then we got 𝐤. Oh, that's three. And then now we got 𝐸MZ sing. So, Mary, yeah. you've been a rock star here. So we appreciate it. All three of y'all know that y'all got next, and we coming. We gonna slide in your DMs. We're gonna be hollering at y'all real soon. But today, MJ, you're fantastic. I mean, I'm so impressed. You are more than definitely meets the eye. You're super smart. You're super funny. The future is going to be bananas. I can't wait to just be a fly on the wall and watch you thrive and succeed and take over the world. And when Shonda Rhimes call you, remember, Kevin B. Jones, we put you on that first, right? We put you on that Shonda Rhimes wave. And Miriam J, You Got Next. SportsLifeTalk Nation. Woo, I don't know. I enjoy these shows. They get the best of me every single time. I don't know how you sat there and watched this and not laugh and enjoy it and just have a great time. But if you did, remember, we don't need your money. We need your love and support. So
hold on, B. Jones. B. Jones, I don't want to cut you off. If you want to give us some money, though, we accept donations. We can't just put ourselves up there like that. We're humble. We humble. All right. We want the clicks, but if you want
right now, I just want the clicks, kid. I just want the love and support, because if they telling people, I tell you what, man, if we get 500 people that's just like they all for us, bro, we can take over the world and we can tell more stories like this. So you know what? We don't need your money. We just need just love and support. And remember, somebody out there who need to hear this story, they getting bullied, they are scared to start a show, share this with them. Share this content, because it's amazing. It's what it's about. Together we are better. Kev, live. Come check us out. If you want to engage with me and Kev and just talk trash with us, we do go live Wednesday nights at 8:00 p.m. If you did smash the subscribe button, smash the bell, and you'll be notified when we go live, because it is a good time. We laugh, we play, we talk about sports, we talk about life, relationships, sneakers. I'm a big sneakerhead if you can't see behind me. We have a good time on that show. So, Kev, I'm back in the win column. I know you're a little salty. I can see it in your face, but I'm going to give it back to you for the final word, sir.
And you forgot to mention it's 8 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday.
Well, that's what you for, man. 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Wednesday night, come rock with us.
And we also have 2 young ladies that, hey, you won't be disappointed if you came and watched the show. I promise you
we
that.
need to get Miriam. Miriam, what you doing next Wednesday night?
You like, she busy, Tone. Hey, Miriam, thank you really for rocking with us today. You took time out of your day, out of your Sunday, to come in and be on our show.
Thank you. I appreciate this, honestly. This was honestly so fun. It was an amazing experience. I'm glad, I did this with you guys.
Hey, Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. Hey, and keep dreaming, Sports Life Talk, because you never know. Your story may be the next story featured on SLT's You Got Next. Yeet!